In this video, I'm going to measure very roughly the ethanol content in some petrol that I've just bought this morning at one of the local petrol stations. E10 petrol. In this bottle, I've placed some water up to the line there, and I'll measure the difference just with a ruler to give us a rough idea, because the bottom of this bottle is concave anyway, so it'll be a very rough measurement, but it'll give us an idea how much ethanol is actually in that E10 petrol by how much further this comes up the line, because the water combines with the ethanol and it becomes like one liquid and the petrol sits on top of it. Even if it was a more accurate way of measuring it, you also need to remember that doing it by volume isn't totally accurate, because if you mix two equal amounts of ethanol or alcohol and water together, you don't get double the amount, it's slightly less. But it'll give us a rough idea. So I'll just pour some in here. I just bought this morning. Apparently there's not always 10% ethanol in E10 petrol. So I'll leave a little air gap. I'll also squeeze the bottle slightly, because it tends to expand when you do this. The air gap just helps it mix. So shake it up, get the water mixed through the petrol, and the water and the ethanol will combine into the one layer at the bottom when I let it settle. It doesn't take long. And if you wanted to actually use the petrol de-ethanized, you would leave it sitting half an hour or possibly even overnight. So we'll see how much above this line it comes, and I'll see I can measure it and get a rough percentage how much ethanol's in it. And looking at it at the moment, and this is a surprise, I would have to say there's no ethanol in that petrol. So that was sold as E10 petrol, and there's none in it, which is a pleasant surprise. It means I've got ethanol-free petrol. I think I'll go and fill a few cans of this before the lorry comes and delivers some stuff that's actually got ethanol in it. Yeah, definitely, it's not moved at all. There's no ethanol in that petrol. Excellent.